Good morning, dear students. I am Sobha Bansiwal, Assistant Professor English, SPC Government College Bhim. Today I am going to explain the rest of the poem Frost at Midnight by S.T. Coleridge. In this poem, the, the poet says he used to think about his childhood days when he was used to study in his school, and he used to think about his birthplace, and in and he used to daydream. uh, and so I brooded all the following morn, awed by the stern preceptor's face, mine eye fixed with mock study on my swimming book. And in the school, in the morning, in the school, uh, he used to his eyes used to be fixed on his book due to his fear of his teacher, but his thoughts were uh, his he but he used to think of his birthplace and his home, and this book uh, used to be uh, used to appear swimming before his eyes, save if the door half opened and I snatched a hasty glance, and still my heart leaped up, for still I hoped to see the stranger's face, townsman or aunt or sister more beloved. And when the door of the classroom is half opened and he used to snatch a hasty glance outside, and when he used to see any stranger he used to feel that his he hoped that any of his known person, whether it be his townsman or aunt or sister or any his playmate who used to play with him in his childhood days or at his birthplace, uh, uh, might have come to meet him. Dear bed, that sleepest cradled by my side, whose gentle breathing, heard in this deep calm, full up the interspersed vacancies and momentary pauses of all thought. And now the poet's attention is distracted, and he looks at his uh, little child who is sleeping in the in cradle, and he sees this child taking gentle breaths, and in this calm atmosphere he is hearing the gentle breathing of this child. And in his the poet, as the poet was lost in his philosophical thoughts, and in and his attention is drawn towards his son uh, in this uh, inter interval in this uh, in in the in this time, uh, he thinks about his son. My babe, so beautiful, it thrills my heart with tender gladness thus to look at thee and think that thou shalt learn for other lore and in far other scenes. And now the poet speaks about his own son, Hartley Coleridge, whom he says that he is very beautiful, and it thrills my heart. And at looking his son, he feels very glad, and at looking his son he feels that the future of his son would be different from his own. For I was reared in that great city, opened pent pent mid cloisters dim, and so not lovely but the sky and stars. The poet says that he spent all of his life in a city where he could not see any natural sceneries, and in that city there were this city was cloistered by buildings, and the only nature scenes that could be seen there were only the sky and the stars. But though my baby sailed wander like a breeze by lakes and sandy shores, beneath the crags of ancient mountain and beneath the clouds which image in their bulk both lakes and shores. The poet says that on the other hand his son Hartley college will experience the will um, will be reared in a different atmosphere. He will enjoy, he will experience the natural scenery, he will roam around in natural places like like the source of lakes, sandy shores beneath near the cracks, and ancient mountains, and beneath the clouds and mountain cracks, so that thou see and hear the lovely shape and sounds intelligible of that eternal language which thy God utters, who from eternity doth teach himself in all and all things in himself. The poet says that his son will roam around the beautiful natural places like mountain cracks, so shalt thou see and hear the lovely shapes and sounds intelligible of that eternal language, and um, he will love the scenes and sounds of nature, uh, the sounds of nature like um, the sounds of wind, the sound of clouds, etc. Thus, he will see the shapes of nature and he will hear the sounds of nature, and in this way, he will understand the language of eternal language of God. With thy God utters, who from eternity doth teach himself in all. In this way, God himself will teach him, um, and will guide him, will rear him, and all things in himself, great universal teacher. And in this way, God will be his teacher. He shall mold thy spirit, and by giving make it ask. And in this way, would mold his spirit. Therefore, all seasons shall be sweet to thee, whether the summer clothe thou general earth with greenness, or the red breast sit and sing betwixt the tufts of snow on the bare branch of mossy apple tree, while the night hatch smokes in the sun. Though whether the it says that the his son would learn to love all the seasons of nature, whether it be winter or whether it be summer, where there whether the summer clothed to general earth with greenness, whether it be summer when the whole plains are covered with greenness, and where the robin redbreast sit and sing betwixt the tops of snow on the bare branches of mossy apple trees. Where he says that he will love the season of summer when all the plains are covered with greenness, and when when the trees are bare, and they are covered with moss, and birds sit on them like redbreast sit on them and sing, while the night hedge smokes in the sun, though whether the eaves drop fall earth only in the transers of the blast, or if the secret ministry of frost shall hang them up in silent icicles, quietly signing to the quiet moon. And he will appreciate the season of winter also, when uh, when um, mm, when when there is snow everywhere, and uh, icicles are hanging from the overhanging roofs, and they shine in the light of the moon. In this way, the poet's son will be able to appreciate all the seasons. In this way, the poet expresses his thoughts about his own childhood and the childhood of his own son. He says that the childhood he says that his son will be reared in different atmosphere, where he will experience nature, and the God will guide him, and God will mold his spirit, and God will be his own teacher. Thank you.